Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, aka Lilyworks, and I am a full-time stay-at-home mom and a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, Etsy, Facebook Marketplace. And today we're going to be discussing how I put my store on time away and we went on vacation for a few days and how that affected my store. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So I'm going to show you guys how to put your store on time away on eBay, and you can move your handling time from 1 day to 4 days or whatever you need, and it will just show the buyers that their expected ship time is much later. I've done that before. I decided not to do that this time. I would get a lot of messages saying, when are you going to ship, even though handling time was extended. And when you do time away, it will just appear above the listing that this seller is, my daughter's knocking on the door. It will just show above the listing that the seller is away from this date to this date. So buyers can still buy when you have your listings on time away, but it might affect some things in the algorithm. And then with Poshmark, Mercari, Etsy, Facebook Marketplace, I did not do anything. Besides Poshmark, I did not share at all while I was on a little vacation. So we didn't have any reception, so my Poshmark VA was not sharing and sending out offers for me. And you can do vacation time, but I kind of wanted to still have some sales going through. And yeah, so let me just show you guys how to put your eBay store on time away. Alright, so here I am on my eBay seller hub, and you would go down, keep scrolling down till you get to selling tools. Then we are going to go all the way to the bottom where it says time away. I'm going to click on that. And then what you're going to do is you can edit your time away, and you can pause your sales fully for up to 30 days, or you can allow your sales for up to 15 days while you're away. So that's what I did, is I allowed sales to still happen, but it would say something along the lines of, this seller is away until this time, on all of my listings. So I click that, and then you can put in your start date and then your end date. And you want to make sure you give yourself a little bit of time with your start date, at least a day, because if you are sending out offers but they're accepted like a day or two later, you still need to ship those out right away. Because when you sent out the offer, you did not have time away on your store. So you want to make sure that before you send out any offers that might be accepted, that you give yourself that buffer time to have time away. Then on Poshmark, you would go to, let's see, your account settings here, and then I'm going to scroll down, you would go on vacation hold right here where my cursor is, and you can put your Poshmark closet on hold, so it says all of your listings are available for purchase now. But if I were to put it on, then basically it would keep all my listings up, but they would not be available. And because handling time on Poshmark is longer, I think it's like 3 days, that I just didn't even put vacation hold on my closet at that time. And then the other option is Mercari. I've never even looked at Facebook Marketplace for vacation yet, but anyways, on Mercari you would go to your account settings, you would click on that, and then right here you would scroll to vacation, you would turn it off, or I'm sorry, you turn it on, and then it would show up as delisted. Your entire store would show up, each listing would show up as delisted, and things that you may have delisted prior to setting your store on vacation, so maybe it's sold on eBay but you didn't want to completely delist, remove the listing, it would just say, deactivated, not delisted. So when you put your store on vacation, it would deactivate your listings. The listings that you might have deactivated before will also be listed as deactivated, but then when you turn your vacation back off, those listings will become active again, but the listings that you had deactivated prior to your vacation will stay deactivated. I hope that makes sense, but anything that you've done before putting your store on vacation, it will just go right back to where it was. So there was a time that I was worried that a lot of my listings that were deactivated because I needed them at a later time, I was worried that it would all just be activated again, and that did not happen. So anyways, that's how you put your stores on time away / vacation for a few days. Okay, so I was gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this past week, and we're in the summer, we're in June, so there's already the summer slowdown that's already happening, and I usually make between $100 and $200 a day. I sell at least 5 items a day, and so for these 3 days of not putting my store on vacation mode, like or turning off my sales, I still made sales, so I made $423.13 over these last 3 days, and I will kind of go over what sold with you guys and give you my thoughts on if it had an impact on my store or not, and if I would do it the same again. All right, so first thing that sold are these Code West booties. These are some vintage Western style. These are a smaller size. It says Code West in there. These were like a size 6, I believe. So I was actually really happy that these sold. These sold on Poshmark for $35, making my earnings $28, and I picked these up at the bins for around $2. These Dr. Scholl's heels. I do not know why I have these. I think I picked them up on Style alone, and I have had them for a while. So I probably should have put them in my rummage sale, to be honest, but they did sell for $10 on Poshmark, making my earnings $7.05, and I believe I picked these up at the bins for about $2. And yeah, do not pick up Dr. Scholl's if you can help it. It does not sell well for me. The only pairs of shoes of Dr. Scholl's that do really remarkably well are the vintage wooden slides. Those sell really quickly for me, and I would say an upwards of $40+ for those.
and I was very surprised. So anyways, $10, making my earnings $7.05. These Clark's Indigo heels, these were a size 6.5, so a smaller size, but these were in pretty good condition. I think they're really cute. I like selling Clark's, and these were the Indigo, but they still have the, sorry, I'm dropping stuff. They still have the leather in the inside. These are really nice, but I ended up taking a best offer of $20. Summer, I take a lot of best offers. $20, making my earnings $16, and I picked them up at the bins for about $2. This right here was a great sale. I will show you. This was a Juicy Couture saddle belt bag, and this is faux leather. It's new with tags, and I actually picked this up on clearance at Burlington for $3.25, and I sold this for $38, taking a best offer of $38, and the buyer paid shipping, so that was a great retail arbitrage sale. Next is this Vera Bradley. Here we go. This Vera Bradley cosmetic pouch. I got this for about $3 at Goodwill, regular Goodwill. It still has tags. And this sold for $17. I took a best offer on eBay, so the buyer paid shipping for that. These Pace Art. I know I can't, these I feel are more newly listed, so I don't think these came from a ThredUp box, but things like this come from ThredUp all the time. I think these might have come from the bins for about, and if they were about $2. Espadrille wedge. Espadrilles a lot of times come from Spain. Really, really nice condition. These I took a best offer of $20 on eBay, and the buyer paid shipping for those. These blue aerosol heels are maybe a month into listing. I listed them about a month ago. I pick up aerosols quite often at the bins, so these sold for $15 on Poshmark, making my earnings $12, and yeah, I paid about $2 for those. These are some Wolky, W-O-L-K-Y, Mary Jane style nubuck suede shoes. I do pick up this brand. Let's see if you can see it here. I do pick up this brand. The brighter colors, or I guess the different colors, sell better. Purple and red in particular. I still have some Wolky brand shoes in my store, but I'm glad those sold for $24 on Poshmark, making my earnings $19.20. Got those at the bins for about $2. Aerosol flats. Ooh. So usually, if you follow my channel, you know that I pick up aerosols at the bins. I don't really want to pay more than $2 for this brand. It's not like super high quality, but they are comfortable and they're easy to find at the bins. So I listed these a little bit higher. I normally list $19.99 on eBay, and the buyer pays shipping, and then $25 on Poshmark. That's usually where I fall with my aerosols. I always put a little bit extra tagged on to my Poshmark sales because people usually make offers and the fees are a little bit higher. Anyways, these actually sold for $24 on Poshmark, and the reason I listed these a little bit higher is that these are 12 wide. So people like myself with big feet like to go shopping online specifically for bigger sizes. So I listed these a little bit higher, and they're really cute for the summer with the espadrille. And so my earnings were $19.20. Picked those up at the bins. This made my vacation. This was the best sale of my vacation, and without this sale I would have made about $100 less. So these are some Louis Vuitton flats, and this is a smaller size. These are a size 35, so about a size 5, And there's the little quatrefoil logo and like a pebbled leather and leather sole. Louis Vuitton brings a lot of attention to my store. So I have never picked up Louis Vuitton in the wild. And by the wild, I mean at a thrift store, yard sale, whatever. Usually, and I've sold Louis Vuitton probably 5 times now. What I do is I pick it up on eBay, and then I take better pictures and then list it. So I want to spend less than $100 because I know Louis Vuitton will at least double my money and bring a lot of traffic to my store. So anyways, I paid with shipping and tax included $51.10 for these flats, and these sold for $140 on Poshmark, making my earnings $112. So that was the nice sale for my vacation when that came through. All right, here are some cufflinks that I just recently listed, and they are stunning. Okay, let's see if I can show you up close. There we go. So these are Damascene style cufflinks. They did not have any markings on them. These came from a lot that I spent a lot of money on, but I'm still going through it. It's a men's jewelry lot, and it all came in a case, and I sold 2 men's pieces from this lot, and I'll show you the other one. But yeah, so this was a nice sale at $18 on eBay, and the buyer paid shipping. And when I break down how much I paid for each thing in that men's lot, it's probably about $3 for each of these. All right, so then this is a very old listing. I'm glad it's sold. So it's like this brass tone puppy heart with scroll work, and then it does have black glass beads on it, and it's prettier when it's not in the package, but that's kind of what that looks like. I had this in the rummage sale for $2, so this actually sold on eBay for $14.99, and the buyer paid shipping. I got that in a jewelry jar a long time ago for less than 50 cents. Here are some Olokai loafers, and I wish these sold for more because Olokai is such a good brand to pick up, and now I'm learning that men's Olokai sells better than women's, I guess. I don't know. But these really great condition women's green Olokai. Pick these up at the bins. This was a size 11, and it does have that espadrille raffia edge to it. And I don't know, but I think I had these maybe listed a little bit too high. And then finally, when a best offer of $20 came in, I just took it. So, but usually men's Olokai, it's Olukai with a hook. Let's see if I can show you the hook. If you see, oh, there it is. If you see that hook, like that Moana hook, it's an Olokai brand. And men's Olokai shoes sell pretty fast for me. So yeah, $2, and the buyer paid shipping on top of $20 for those. Okay, next are some shoes that, oh, one thing I wanted to say about the Olokai shoes that was really strange. So I have my my labels, my shipping labels here, and I write on the back so that I can find them, and I have, and it says Olokai loafer on it right here. And so I'm looking for it, and I'm watching YouTube videos with my phone, and next thing you know, in the middle of a YouTube video, an ad pops up for Olukai shoes. As I'm like thinking Olukai in my head, and I'm thinking all about Olukai, and then all of a sudden it says Olukai shoes. And I was like, that is so strange, because I've never, not once, ever seen an Olukai Olukai commercial before, ever. And then I was like thinking, I didn't even say it out loud, but the internet knows, the drone bee bugs know my thoughts now, because they're sending me Olukai advertisements while I'm thinking about it. So that was funny. Anyways, these are some ASOS, ASOS, ASOS. Not high quality, but they usually have like fast fashion trendy styles. And I actually had these in the rummage sale for $5. Nobody bought them. And I was so glad that they sold on Poshmark for $15, making my earnings $12. And I don't even know where I got them from. I don't think I would have picked them up. I might have picked them up from the bins based off of style, but and I don't think I got them from ThreadUp. So I don't know. So my best guess is the bins based off of style, when maybe there was nothing around. Anyways, next is this Dockers belt. This sold for $14 on Poshmark, making my earnings $11.05. I picked this up at the bins for less than 50 cents. And this is a men's belt, size 40. But if you notice, this is really thin. Like, look at how thin. So like vintage men's belts are actually really thin, around like 1 inch, maybe like 1.25, which is kind of normal for men's, but like an inch wide. Let's see. This actually is just shy of an inch. So yeah, 7/8 of an inch. Solid brass buckle. I've had someone comment or receive an order, a Bill Blast men's belt, vintage belt, saying this is a women's belt. It was not. It was a vintage men's Bill Blast belt, and men's belts were thinner. So I'm hoping this person really liked their belt, hopefully. I did put measurements all in. And speaking of measurements, someone opened a item not as described on a Banana Republic belt just a couple days ago, because then this has happened several times where people will say, I'm a size small and blah blah blah, everything, this and this and that. Here is my belt, here's my other leather belt that's also a size small lined up next to this belt, and there's no way that it's the same. So what I do with all my belts is I take picture of the size. So this one might say size 40, right? I will put men's size 40 or Banana Republic size small in that case, which it said size small. Then I will take a measurement from this part of the buckle right here where it hooks in all the way. Let's see if I can show you a better example. So this part of the buckle all the way to these holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll measure fits from this hole, I'll say fits from like 28.5 inches to 32.5 inches, or whatever the measurement is. And because I'm measuring it from right here to right there. So this person is telling me there's no way, I mean, I don't have one around, blah blah blah. And I said, well, I put in the description that it fits from this size to this size. Oh, I like, and people don't realize that they've like gained weight and that their previous leather belts that they've had stretch over time. So then this person opened a item not as described. It's fine. You can return it. That's fine. I don't mind. It's a really nice belt, but I did describe it. That's anyways. Long story, very long-winded story about this belt that sold for $14, making my earnings $11.05. Okay, next is this Capezio Blue. So this is a vintage brand, Capezio, Capezio. It's a woven navy. Vintage navy leather belts do pretty well for me. I think it's because it's a more rare color. But this sold for $14 on Mercari. I paid $3.88 shipping, making my earnings $11.12. And I picked this up at the bins for less than 50 cents. All right, let's see if you guys can see. This is the stone. On the other side, it does say sterling on the back. And these are sterling cufflinks, but the stone is not it's not genuine turquoise. You can kind of even just tell. It's just a swirly plastic piece. But these still sold for $35 on Etsy, and I paid $3.48 shipping, making my earnings $31.52. And again, with these men's cufflinks, I paid $3, about $3 for those. All right, lastly are these men's chukka boots. These are a brown suede Calvin Klein. I picked these up at the bins for about $3. My bins are 99 cents a pound for shoes. So if it's around 3 pounds, it's around $3. I took a best offer on Poshmark for $20 for these. I picked them up because they are really nice quality and style. Calvin Klein shoes do not do well, but I think it was a slow day at the bins and I needed to grab stuff because shoes over a certain poundage go from like $1.29 to 99 cents a pound, if that makes sense. So I usually like spending 99 cents a pound. So I got these, and yeah, my earnings were $16 for these shoes. So like I said, my total profit of all those things over the last 3 days was $423.13. So like, here are my thoughts on that. So when I put time away on eBay, I felt like my store was invisible, honestly. I felt like I wasn't getting any, like, not even watchers where I could send out an offer for like the first day. I made like one sale, which is kind of slow, honestly. I was still making sales on Poshmark regularly, even though I wasn't sharing, and the reception was so poor. We went to a city called Manitowish Waters, which is right above Minocqua. We have our family has a summer cottage. I should say my mom has a summer cottage and lets us come up there. And yeah, so I was a little disheartened, but because especially it's the summer slowdown, so it's like, oh, this is really slow sales. But you have to kind of let it go and be like, I'm spending time with the family, because a job should not be like every single day, because reselling can be like that because of the algorithms. You want to make sure that you're putting a certain number of items into your store every day, and I basically do. I'm pretty sure I have not missed a day in a very, very long time. I think even when I was in the hospital giving birth, I took a bunch of pictures of listings, jewelry specifically, small jewelry pieces, and was able to list while I was at the hospital. Did the same thing, took a picture of 27 things before I left. I tried to list 10 things a day, but the reception was so poor that I'm like holding my phone up to the window and to try to get it to load. So I was only listing about 5 things a day maybe. So that was also not in my favor. But when all is said and done, my goal has always been maybe I should up my goal because I'm always making this goal of at least $100 a day. My weekends are my biggest sales numbers, as you guys know if you watch my what sold over the weekend video. I like to make, 6, 7, 8, 900 over the weekend, and then I make at least $100, between $100 and $300 a day on weekdays. So I would say if it wasn't for that Louis Vuitton sale, my sales might seem a little bit lower. But overall, I was really happy. Now, if you're going to be going away for more than 3 days, I would put my Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Etsy, all those stores on vacation mode, where they kind of, your listings are still there, but they kind of just like delist them, and then you just have to relist them. Or on Poshmark, it will say vacation mode, and I don't think people can buy it from you during that time. And then I did like the time away feature on eBay. It was actually really nice to still make sales and not have to futz with my handling time or anything like that, and that was really nice. Now, people have said that when they have done time away or messed with their store in any way and or expanded their handling time, that when they come back, they need to start priming the pump. I don't know what the saying is, but basically like really getting a lot of listings into your store, a lot of activity, so that you can start the algorithm going again to make your store really active. I have not done that. I have been recovering from my yard sale day and organizing and delisting a bunch of things that I'm donating and just going through inventory, and I've listed one thing today. Two things today. Yeah, like I have not primed the pump or whatever. I know that I need to do that at some point, and I have made one sale since then, and so there might be something to that. There might be, but also Friday's sales can sometimes be kind of slow. But yeah, we'll see what happens this weekend. Stay tuned for my what sold over the weekend video, because basically my sales from now until Monday is going to be my what sold over the weekend. So stay tuned for that. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment down below on your thoughts and what has worked best for you when you have gone away for, 2 or 3 days or even longer. What do you do when you go on long vacations? And is it hard to get back into making a lot of sales when you come back? Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.